Hey, all you cool cats and kittens. How y'all doing? Welcome to Remote Learning Week 2. I am still here at my house by myself. I'm missing you. And, oh, my sophomores, tell me about you. What are you doing? Have you wrapped your mind around the whole idea that we're going to be here forever? Because I think we are. Anyway, I painted a picture. You want to see my best friend? Don Corleone. Now, you can see I'm not much of an artist because he has a pig nose in my picture. In real life, he doesn't. He's a lot cuter in real life. Don, aren't you cute? I don't know where he is. But anyway, so let's talk about, what's new. Grades. Let's talk about grades, actually. So the district said that we can only give formative grades. We won't be doing any summatives. Does it mean we're going to be writing less? No. And so here's the deal. Because we're not going to have STAR, what I think is going to happen is you're going to be putting together like portfolios of your writing to show that, hey, look, we're doing great writing. So each week there will be a writing piece for you to do, a reading piece, and then a writer's craft component, a study of the piece that you read. And so this week we're reading Helen Keller. And so here's the cool thing. There's a lot of different moments in your life that kind of shape who you are. And I'll tell you about one of mine. And one of mine was after I broke up with my college boyfriend. So I was like 22, 24, something like that. And one of my very good friends came over and he sat on my couch. And this is someone I went to high school with, and we went to college together. Just a very good, dear friend, still a very dear friend. In fact, it's the friend who I met my husband through. And I call him Newton. His name's Brian Newton, but I call him Newton. So Newton sat on the couch and he said, if you're going to leave, leave. But we're not going to sit on this couch and have this talk again. And that was one of those moments where I had to take a moment and really think about, oh my God, he's right. My friends are tired of seeing me in this dysfunctional marriage it was not a marriage, we were just dating, that cycled again and again back to the same place. And we all knew it wasn't meant to be, but why were we still there, And so that was the moment where I decided, you know what? It's time for me to not compromise what I want in life and the kind of people that I want to surround myself with. So that was one of the most important days of my life. And so when you think about the most important day in your life, I don't want you to think about, the surprise party, because when you have a surprise party, it's like it's touching, that these people came together and did this for you. It's humbling as well, right? But does it change who you are? If you hadn't had that, day in your life, would you still be who you are? So a lot of times when we have those important days, they're not necessarily the happiest days, for sure. So think about that before you read this passage, because, Helen Keller could not see and she could not hear. And so, of course, if you can't hear, you can't speak, right? Because we hear sounds and then we hear those words and then we speak those words. Well, imagine not being able to see, not being able to hear, and she didn't even know words existed or that language existed. And so think about communication. It's not like she had it and then lost it. She never had it. And so this is the story of the day she found out that words existed. And it's such an incredible tale. And it's something that really leads us to think about the challenges we face And, if Helen Keller could do this, and this is an excerpt from her biography. So, think about all the things you can accomplish too. So I hope it's inspiring. It's very inspiring to me also to read that. Okay, when you're doing the writing component, I want you to think in terms of more like a STAR TEA essay than a AP essay. But remember this, good writing is good writing. And don't overlook that time you can spend investing in coming up with a good idea. Your idea needs to be specific. Don't just answer the prompt without illustrating it through specific examples. So what are the examples you can use? All right, so think about that as you are reading, as you're planning your writing. Okay, and then that writing piece will head toward your portfolio when we start compiling that later in the year. I'd like you doing 100 hours of work a week. No, 100 minutes. Sorry, didn't mean to scare you. Okay, so that could be one chunk of time. That could be 2 chunks of time. That could be 5 chunks of 20 minutes each. Doesn't matter. Okay, and then this can definitely be done in that time frame. Just don't turn this into one of those essays that takes you 3 hours. Turn it into one that's like a 40-minute time to write. You can probably write it in about 25 minutes if you just give yourself about 10 minutes to think about it. Okay, so extra credit. In week 1 remote learning, I put a chart to where if you wanted to do the extra credit, some of the work that the juniors are doing in AP Lang, you are welcome to watch those lessons on the College Board's YouTube channel and do those lessons. You can do 1 a week, you can do 3 a week, I don't care. Now, this is going to be more than your 100 minutes a week if you choose to do this, but know this, it's extra credit. And I know that in times of stress right now, this quarantine, not seeing your friends, you may need things to keep you busy. That's one way you could keep yourself busy right there. Another way would be to be doing your silent reading. Okay? So, read, do your Helen Keller stuff, do extra credit if you want to, and then meet me Friday at 11 for book club. Okay? You have the join code in the remote learning week 2. And, assignment in Google Classroom. I think I also put it on your slides. So take a look at that. Join us if you want. Remember, I'm online every day from 10 to 12. Also know that if I haven't heard from you yet, I'm calling you. I've sent Google Hangout invites, I have sent emails, I have posted in Google Classroom, and there's still some people I haven't heard from. So I need to know you're okay. I want to know if you have what you need for survival. Do you have, food and whatnot? I also want to know, do you have the technology you need to be successful in school? Do you have books? Do you know how to read online? Can I help you with that? And then I just want to see you moving forward. As long as you are moving forward in this course and doing your work, you're going to be just fine. Okay? All right. I miss you so much. And I wish I could give each of you a big high five or a hug or whatever it is you're needing right now. And maybe it's not because you need it. Maybe it's because I need it. But anyway, y'all are my favorite people. Don't forget that. And I hope we get to be together soon. If not, let's spend the whole year together next year. Okay? All right. Bye, you guys.